We live now.
All right. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahshai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who we learn this truth from. Peace and salutation to Allah Hakim out there that's doing the work in charity and in charity and humiliation. You know, today we're gonna basically on a topic about unclean meats, you know. So the brother here have a little testimony, so give the floor over to him.
I was dealing with a pastor. You know, we having a conversation, but unclean and the clean and the unclean meats. So he's like, you could just pray for it. You know, so I show him Leviticus 11. The unclean and the clean meats, what we supposed to eat and what they were supposed to eat. But he was like, man, you could just pray for it. But Leviticus 11 and 7 here, and the swine, though he divided the hoof. Sorry, and the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he chewed not the cud. He is unclean unto you. Of their flesh shall you not eat, their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean unto you.
Right. You know, so jump up to voice one. Let's see who this pertains to. You see what I said? Let's see who he's talking to first. Jump up to voice 1.
Leviticus 11. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which you shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Right. Now, in this chapter, the Lord gave a long list about the different meat and the different fishes and things you could eat. You know, things that on the land and all that, and in the waters and the rivers. Right? So we just can focus mainly on the swine, because that's the big downfall of our people. See what I'm saying? So now this is the law we reading in. And you say, your boy say, just pray for it and eat it?
Just pray and eat.
All right. Read on, voice 8. Jump down to voice 8 now.
Of their flesh.
So read voice 7.
Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you.
All right, they are unclean, so we ain't supposed to touch them. Definitely we ain't supposed to eat it. All right. Now you see that these are the laws on the beasts of what may be eaten and what may not be eaten. Now we can jump down to verse 45, straight on down.
Leviticus 11 and 45. For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your God. You shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the law of the beast and of the fowl and of every living creature that moveth in the waters and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth, to make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten.
So nowhere in there it says pray for it and
eat it. That's foolishness.
You see what I saying? Our people don't understand this. All right. Now this is the law we reading. Right. Now let's jump to 1 John chapter 3 verse 4, because he's saying just pray for it and eat it. All right. But check this out. You know, 1 John 2 and 4.
4.
3 and 4. Sorry.
3 and 4. Where's John 3 and 4? Nicodemus said unto him.
1 John. Right.
Because the pastor say pray for and eat it, I supposed to eat it. And the book tell me don't eat it. That means you disobeying a direct commandment from the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai.
Right. And the scriptures say sin is transgression of the law. All right. And we just read the law. Now let's go into it a little deeper, because they love to say pray for it and eat it. So now what we can do, we can jump to the book of Matthew chapter 15, start at the top.
Matthew chapter 15. Then came Yahushai, sorry, this is Matthew chapter 15. Then came Yahushai, scribes and Pharisees. Then came to Yahushai, scribes and Pharisees which were of Jerusalem, saying.
Right. And you know the scribes and Pharisees, these brothers, these was damn strategic in the law. Meaning they know the law right down to the T.
To the T.
All right.
Guessing with them.
This is it. All right. Read on.
Why do the disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread.
Right. You see what I said? So they had a problem with the disciples just going and taking out food and then cleaning their hand. You see what I said? So it says tradition. Why the disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? Yeah? So you see where it's heading. All right? Read on.
But he answered and said unto them, why do you also transgress the commandment of Yahweh by your tradition?
Right. So it is your tradition to pray for it, and the whole moral of the story, you know, because they like say, man, oh, whatever go into your mouth don't defile you is what come out. But we see where this is going. You see what I said? This is dealing with unwashed hands.
I know that.
This ain't dealing with what like how the Christians say what you say. See what I said? Read on. What's for?
For Yahweh commanded, saying, honor thy father and mother, and he that curseth father or mother, let him die to death.
Right. And that's what you niggas doing when you say pray for it and eat it. You can die to death.
Die to death.
Because you're being disobedient to the Most High.
You can't pray for that and make that clean with the Most High say it's unclean. That's garbage. Mine and pastors are going to die with them.
This is it.
They love pork chop and here and ribs and all them other garbage. All that dog food.
Yeah. It's 6.
And honor not his father or his mother, he shall be free. Thus have ye made the commandment of Yahweh of none effect by your tradition.
Can't. You see that? So stop telling people that shit, but pray for it and eat it. And no, you can't eat that. See what I said? You see what it said, right? You see how simple this is?
You know that?
You know? It can get even better. Read on.
Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, this people draweth near unto me with their mouth, and honoured me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Gone. Right? Right? Right, because jumping back to verse 2, it says, why do the disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? You see what I said? Huh? Yeah, but so telling your congregation to pray for the pork and then you could eat it, that ain't no place in here. So far we see this is dealing with unwashed hands, and it's gonna finish break itself down. Alright? Read on.
And he called the multitude and said unto them, hear and understand. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man.
Right. You know, let's get a quick precept to that. I think is 1 Corinthians 6:9. I think it is.
1 Corinthians 6:9. Are you not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh?
Evil sayings, backbiters, rude parents, something like that. Anyway, I can't remember this thing about my head. Right? Read, go back to Matthew 15 and 11 again. Let's read that again. Alright, so lock here for that. So we get back into Matthew chapter 15 and 11.
Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man.
Alright. Read on.
Then came his disciples and said unto him, knowest thou that the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying?
Right. And that's these niggas now, when these pastors now, when we tell them, man, look, y'all stop teaching these people shit.
They got offended by that and then say we crazy, you know, and they neglecting the laws from the record of the book. They tell you some foolishness, but pray for it and eat it. You can't, nah, that ain't happening. That's dog food.
You know, read on.
But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father had not planted shall be rooted up.
Right, and that's you niggas now. And we can get this, we can read this last one. You know, voice 14.
Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And fall into the ditch with them pork chop eating bastards.
Right. Now we can pick it up. Right now we can go into it even more. All right. Now we can jump into the book of Mark, chapter 7, starting at the top. The Mark is giving us basically the same account. You know.
Mark 7.
Mark chapter 7, start at the top.
Mark chapter 7. Then came together unto him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes which came from Jerusalem.
Read on.
And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that
hold on, read that again. Voice 2.
And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they have found fault.
Right, so that's what it means by man, look at what go into a man's mouth. You see what I said? It ain't say what goes into your mouth, into your belly. It's what come out, showing you that this is dealing with unwashed hands. Mark is just breaking it down even more clear. You see what I said? Read on.
For the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands off, eat not, holding the tradition of the elders.
You see what I said? You know, read on.
And when they came from the market, except they wash, they eat not. And many other things there be, which they have received to hold, as washing of cups and pots, brazen vessels and tables.
Right, and you niggas is doing that today. Same thing. By telling the people pray for it and eat it. See what I said? Verse 5.
Then the Pharisees and scribes asked him, Why walk not thy disciples according to the tradition of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hands?
Cutting them all day. All day. Read on.
He answered and said unto them, Well had Isaiah prophesied of you, hypocrites, as it is written, This people honored me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Read on.
For laying aside the commandments of Yahweh, ye hold the tradition of men, as washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do.
Right. You know, because like the scriptures say, man, for sin is transgression of the law, and y'all lay aside the commandments of the Most High just to eat that pork. Say you could pray for it.
Pray for it and eat it.
Yeah, I said.
Foolishness.
Yeah, read on.
And he said unto them, Full well you reject the commandment of Yahweh, that ye may keep your own tradition. For Moses said, Honor thy father and thy mother, and whosoever curseth father or mother, let him die to death.
Right. And that's what's gonna happen to you niggas for keep eating that pork.
You're gonna die to death.
Okay. You see that? So that pretty much break it down by itself. You know? We can get one more precept the end that with. Right? Job 14 and 4.
Job 14 and 4. This one is beautiful. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing? Not one.
So you can't pray for it and eat it.
You can't make that clean.
One more precept, two more precepts. Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. Ecclesiastes. You know. For who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Huh? Fix that. Fix that. You know? Ecclesiastes after
No, not one.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, 1 and 15.
Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. Then said I in my heart, as it has happened to the fool, so it happened. Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered.
To put a difference between the beast that may be eaten
and the beast that may not be eaten.
Last precept, chapter 7 and 13.
13. Consider, Ecclesiastes 7 and 13, consider the work of Yahweh, for who can make that straight, which he had made crooked.
Right. And this is Leviticus 11 and 47. To make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. So you can't pray for that and
make
eat
that clean.
No, that don't work like that. You know, because at the end of the day, that still can be a crawfish or a conch or a hog or whatever. That ain't gonna change from being what it is.
Right.
You know, and you are what you eat. So with that, I hope that you guys were edified. Shalom.
Is he crawfish is a cockroach?
Yeah. He's it, right?